Going live. And I'm not on mute. All right. Hey everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. My name is Audrey Shear, and I am your host for tonight's show. I am Tay-Tay, I love you, but I feel like you might copyright me if I do this. I'm going to hide my Taylor Swift stuff because you never know if I don't want to get in trouble for that. But if you want to be my best friend, I have 2 of your calendars, so I'm here for you. Anyway, so this is a show all about hula hooping, learn how to hoop dance. If you don't know what hoop dance is, you're about to find out because my little BFF over here, Brian Dang, and I are going to do some demos and teach you how to become a better hooper, and maybe you can teach us how to be better hoopers and answer your comments/questions. If you want to ask us a comment/question, you can go on our Facebook page, Hooping Live. Just go there, facebook.com/Hooping Live. Give us a like, and then on the most recent post that has tonight's link on it, post your comment on there, and we will read it tonight, here, right now, live. Now, if you are reading this past the date of February 15th, then unfortunately we are not live anymore. But tonight we might be showing you some stuff and teaching you some stuff that will be valuable. So hopefully you will want to watch more of our shows. All of our shows are recorded and can be rewatched as many times as you want. And so it makes it kind of easy. So if we teach you something like about shoulder hooping and it feels like a tutorial and you're like, oh no, they taught me live, how will I ever learn to do it again? Well, lucky for you, like I said, all of these are recorded, so you can re-listen and relearn everything that Bryant and I teach you. So I will go ahead and let Bryant introduce himself and do a quick demo. And of course, if you see anything that Bryant or myself does with the hula hoop and you want to learn it, type those comments on our Facebook page, like I said, for the post on today's show, and we will teach you to the best of our abilities. So Bryant, you want to go ahead and say hello? I don't know why I sound like that, but whatever.
Okay, so as I just said earlier, my name is Bryant, and I live in the Californian area. And yeah, I've been hooping for about a year and a half. And so if you see anything that I do, like Audrey said, you can comment down below and ask me about it.
Unmute. All right, I'm learning how to work this. Thank you, Bryant. That was great. Wait, are these seriously all of our comments? Wait, I'm confused. Oh no, this is a really long comment. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a... Oh my, okay, by the way, Becca said to you, you're so good, you're so cute, Bryant, good job. Says Becca. And if you guys don't know who Becca is our very special, I have to call her the brain of Hooping Live sometimes because she is a mother and worker who also is able to do Hooping Live and keep people in line. So we like to really appreciate Becca on a daily basis. But anyway, I have to do something really quick, guys, because this was just incredible what I just saw my cat doing. And I don't know if I can show you this very well on, let me see. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, okay. My cat just did something really freaking weird. And I don't want to move my computers to show you, so I'm going to try to show you. That's him right now. Like in front of my lights. Like that's really happening right now. I mean, I guess I could show you. I mean, yeah. That's happening right now. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure it's warm, but that's happening. Anyway, thank you, Brian. You are an incredible hooper, and I, to this day, take inspiration from you and appreciate all that you do. That sounded so superficial, like, I love you, Brian, and everything you do means a lot to me. No, I'm serious. I do. I love Brian to the moon and back. And so I will introduce myself real quick while you guys kind of get your comments. I see a lot of you are coming in right now and viewing the show. Like I said, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/hoopinglive. And on the post that is most recent about tonight's show, it's here. I see it right now, 42 minutes ago. It says here's a link for tonight's episode for celebrating the Grammys, which, Tay, I hope you win everything. Comment down below on the most recent post of Hooping Live's Facebook page, and we will read your comments live and in person right here, unless it's, of course, past the time due. So I am going to go ahead and do a quick little demo. And once again, my name is Audrey, and you can find all of our information on hoopinglive.com. You can go to my Facebook page or not my Facebook, I guess, hoopinglive.com/ oh my god, facebook.com/hoopinglive, and my YouTube channel, which just type in Audrey Shear, you'll find it. All the links are on hoopinglive.com. I decided when I was a scene kid to make a really complicated YouTube name, so it's very hard for me to tell people, like, hey, yeah, check out my YouTube channel, because I'd love to just be like, hey, yeah, it's youtube.com/Audrey Shear or youtube.com/hoopinglive, but no, it's like youtube.com/xhellodino0. Like, I was so seen that it was kind of like it's embarrassing. So just go to hoopinglive.com and you'll find all my links. Craig Schick has made it very easy for you guys to find me, I promise you. He's been doing a great job of helping me get a lot of the stuff together, so we want to give him a big round of applause. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick demo. I don't know why my hands were just like chilling here, but I'm going to do a quick demo, and of course, like I said, if you saw anything that Brian did that you want to learn, or myself, comment on the Facebook page for Hooping Live. Okay. That lamp is looking extra close today. Alright. Craig knows what I'm talking about. Alright. Awkward white girl moves. Hey. Alright. I'm gonna stop there. I was having way too much fun with that, and Bryant is smiling, which is a good thing. Alright. Okay, so like I said, if you guys saw anything that I did or Bryant did that you want to learn, try to explain to the best of your ability to ask us how to do it, and we'll try to teach you to the best of our abilities. Let's make the best of our abilities happen tonight. Grammy night, which is what I'm gonna, try to be. I really just want to see Taylor Swift. But anyway, so if Taylor Swift is like on the TV, can someone please tell me so I can like run and watch it, and I'll let Bryant take over because you guys gotta understand that I need to watch Tay Tay, and I'm like dying right now because I don't know if she's on right now or not. Everyone's like, Taylor's gonna open up for the Grammys, and then all of a sudden there was no Taylor, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna be able to watch Taylor. Let's get to the comments. We have a comment, and it is a long comment from Brianna Lanting. Hello, this is going to be kind of a long question because of how I need to explain it for you to understand. I am finally feeling comfortable with my 3-beat weave. I wanted to start working on the 180 turn with the 3-beat weave, oh god. I noticed then I had to learn the reverse 3-beat weave, but then realized I never learned a reverse 2-beat weave. I have been the normal forward 2-beat weave down. I've got the normal forward, oh my god, this is confusing me, 2-beat weave down. Bryant, please tell me you've read this. Start reading it, baby, because I'm gonna need some help. It was one of the first moves I ever learned, but now trying to do it reverse is so uncomfortable, and I'm getting in my head and confusing myself like I am right now. So I made myself a list of questions to ask. When I do a forward 2-beat weave, I cross over right into the weave. I don't know if that's normal. I was watching a tutorial of a backwards 2-beat weave, and she was not crossing her arms over to start. She just went up and followed through and chased with the other. It is a chase, yes. That being said, I can do that, which you show, but I'm wondering if it will make the 180 turn not come out right, because it seems like a forward 2-beat weave and reverse 2-beat weave have a lot more differences than it just being in a reverse, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm missing something or doing something wrong. I can also kind of start it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm getting so fucking... I'm getting very freaking confused. Oh my god. I'm too dyslexic for this. Okay, what's the move? What are we trying to do here? I want to start with... So you want to do a turn with a... Okay, I'm sorry. All your words have... Brian, can you help me out here? Do you know even what's... Because I'm not.
I think she wants to learn how to do a 3-beat weave while turning.
Do you know how to do that?
No.
Okay. Alright. Sorry guys, that And Brianna, I really do appreciate all of the explanation, but that I got lost in your words for sure. And I apologize for that, guys. There's a reason why I went to art school was because when there's too many words or numbers in one area, everything kind of becomes one thing. To give you guys an example, because I found that you guys actually do like to know more about my normal life, and not just my hooping life. That when I would do, I think I've talked about this before, but when we would have group readings, like let's say we were reading, I'm going to make this like a new age thing. Let's say Twilight. We'll say that it obviously it was like Great Expectations and stuff like that. But let's say for New Age, my class was reading Twilight and had to do a presentation on Twilight. I have never read Twilight before. None of my classmates have probably either, and we're all going to read it together and then, you know, have everyone comes together and writes a page on it and talks about it, whatever. So I would come in and be like, yeah, there was like a blood-sucking werewolf that fell in love with a tree, and like the tree had an affair, you know, with this like, you know, rock, but the rock was really a human, and the human like was totally allergic to a vampire. I mean, that's how bad that's why I do audiobooks, because people can read things to me and I don't have to read them myself. And I don't want you guys to think I'm stupid, but like there's a reason why audiobooks work better for me, because when I start reading things, words become flipped. And like, I mean, not even like flipped. I don't know if you see what I just did there, but like flipped, like multiply flipped. And I have no idea what's going on. And I'm like, oh, you know, and like a book about freaking like lamps, like how lamps work. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe the lamp got pregnant. And they're like, Audrey, lamps don't get pregnant. Like, that's how bad it is. But anyway, so the reverse 3-beat weave, I think I know. Is she talking about the one where it's like where you like do this thing?
I don't know. I think she
feel
wants
like
to
that's
learn
what
the
she's
reverse
talking
too.
about. And if not, then I'm so sorry, and I feel like I've just totally disgraced Hooping Live. But the 2-beat weave, what she was talking about is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then reversing it, I've never been good at it. I've never been good at really. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then let's see. Oh my god, I keep hitting my lamp. Anyway, but the 3-beat weave is this, and I feel like you're wanting to do the thing. I don't know how to do it. I have no idea how to do it. Brian, do you have any idea how to do it?
Actually, I think she wants to learn how to do the reverse 2-beat weave, and I'm not too good at that either. So, do you know how to do the reverse 2-beat? It's like just like that, right? Or something like that. Audrey, I think you're on mute.
Hello, everyone. I think Audrey's on mute.
What?
He tried to tell you. Well, he tried to tell you.
You know what, guys? I quit.
No way. Okay.
No, I'm done. Brian, you take over. Obviously, I don't know what's going on right now. Nick, do you understand the comment that I just tried to read?
I just got on here. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna copy and paste it to you really quick. Thank God for Nick Mitten coming on. I'm gonna copy and paste this comment from Brianna. Brianna, you have done something that has never happened on Hooping Live before. I'm gonna copy and paste this into the chat. If I learn how to copy and paste. And I want you to read it, and if you know what's going on, I would love...
Move?
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm going to let you read that. I'm going to hide you from the thing, and when you're ready, just give me a nice little wave. Until then, just stay where you are, and don't talk. I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I literally got so confused. But Bryant, what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that she wanted to learn how to do the reverse two-beat weave.
You can teach it if that's I don't know if that's what she meant or not. Because it looks like
She commented it again, saying that she wants to learn how to do the reverse two-beat weave.
Oh. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was wondering if you can teach it because I'm not too good at it either.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. This is the time in life when all of a sudden Hooping Live is not Hooping Live very well. Brianna wants to know how to do a reverse two-beat weave in order to start. Oh, girl, that's all you had to say. Okay. I mean, she wants to learn how to do God, I need to start doing this more. This. Instead of this. Is that what it is? I don't know. Nick, do you, is that what you were seeing? You still reading? All right, I can't hear you. You gotta unmute yourself, darling.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still reading. But basically, yeah, she wants to learn how to do a two-beat because she was starting to learn how to do a three-beat.
Okay.
But
backwards, right?
Two-beat. Yeah, right. Basically, my tip would be going with pinky side compared to thumb side. My thumbs are leading as I do this with regular. But when you reverse, it's pinky side going pinky side.
Right. Well, that's what I think I was just trying to accomplish. Let's see. So what I do a reverse. So when you're doing the frontward two-beat weave, you're gonna go.
I think you need to put it on you, by the way.
What?
You're presenting me. I can't see you.
I'm not presenting you.
You are.
No, God. I am presenting you. I just always want to present. You know what, guys? I swear my life is more together than this. All right, there we go. All right, so we have our two-beat weave is like this. Let's see if Audrey can refrain from killing her lamp. Now, to reverse that, how I learned was literally someone took my hoop as I was going, or my hoops as I was going like this, and said slow down. So I slowed down as much as I could, and then someone took my hoop and went boom, and made me reverse. So start with one hand and go opposite way. So you have your left hand, and you're doing the weave. Now stop it, and kind of like what Nick was saying, almost just like you're leading with your pinky. And then, so practice that. Get comfortable doing a reverse weave with your left hand. Get comfortable with a reverse weave with your right hand. And then when you add them together, what helps me is go forward and then kind of like understanding that motion and then. Now for me, why he said lead with your pinky is because when you're going with the forward weave, your thumb is going like this. And when you're reversing, it's your pinky that's going to kind of be in the front. So when you're doing that, just kind of think about when you're reversing. Like I literally have what Tiana taught me was love fingers, which is going like, you know, like when someone tells you like love or I know it's like, what is it, like rock on or love or whatever. How is everyone gone? Oh no, okay. So it's like love and like rock on. Like there's rock on and then like love or whatever. So love fingers, as she likes to call it, is how I like to do my weaves. And so it's kind of like this almost. So these are going to kind of be like inverted love fingers. Oh my god, this might not make any sense to you guys, but I have my two fingers, my ring finger, my middle finger, and then my other two are on the outside like this. And then I'm able to kind of hold it and do that. So then when I do them both together, those love fingers, you can kind of, it's almost like creating a very easygoing, what is it called, like palette for your hoop to go across. But if you're wanting to turn like that or whatever, I don't know, I don't do that very well. But what I've learned is going from my like forward left fingers to turning with like a spin, like the hoop actually goes like loops. So it's not just going like from this to like over here. Like obviously this hoop needs to spin. So remember, it's almost like that 3-beat weave. Alright, we're going to go with that. I have no idea how to continue that lesson, and I feel like this is like the worst lesson I've ever given. I think all the words confused me because I think I was expecting something a lot more. There's Bryant doing it though, so don't stop. No, I think it was just all the words confused me there. But anyway, that's going to be our, okay. Well, anyway, we have Nick here for some of the part of the show, which will be great. But he is going to be here in Sarasota for a workshop next weekend, or this upcoming weekend, which is going to be really cool. But let's see, I've just gotten a whole new kind of like setup started with my computers, so I'm really excited for that. And I want to make sure I have everything going here. All right, so we have a comment from Christina Gray. You mute. I know I was muted. I was just making sure that you guys were like on top of your game and realizing when I'm muted as I check and when I'm not, because we don't want a little silent film to happen again. Brianna said, I could have made them a lot more simple. I'm sorry, haha. I just wanted to point out the turn, and it was too comfortable with my forward weave. I have that muscle memory for so long now I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Oh, well, you know, it's just when you feel that kind of awkward feeling when you're trying to learn a new move, usually means you're doing the right thing. That's kind of what I've felt, is when it feels awkward and weird, it's probably because you're doing something right. Christina Gray says, hey Audrey, do either of you know how to do the, oh my god, what's up with you guys in weaves tonight? Like, you're killing me. Do you know how to do the 5-beat weave, and especially the hand switch? I know there are 2 ways to do the hand switch, but I've been trying to figure out the one with the toss. I feel like once I'm done tossing and catching the hoop, my arms don't feel correct in the position to continue weaving. Nick, did you hear that? Do you know how to do the 5-beat weave? Nick, oh God. No 5-beat weave. Nick, I can't even see you.
Am I muted?
I can't even see you. Why can't I even see you? Oh, can you do the 5-beat weave?
I can do the 5-beat weave with a toss.
Huh?
With a toss?
Yeah, that's what. Can you explain it, kind of, a little bit?
So basically, the 3-beat, the leading one that's crossing. So if I'm crossing with my left hand, that would be my leading hand. Then that one actually is the hoop that would stall out on that same side. So it's going to get 2 beats on that side. And the other one that was trailing becomes like the leader, if that makes sense. And now that one becomes crossed. So that one gets 1 beat, the other one gets 2. The way that you could kind of mentally see this is if my left hand has a purple hoop and it's the leading hoop, that's the 1st beat. The blue one is the trailing with my right hand, that's the 2nd beat. The purple one is going to stall out and go back again and get another beat, and followed by the blue one. The blue one, it's hard to explain, and I don't really have room to show you is the problem. But basically, you get to a point where you're stuck and you have to toss it, and then you come back over to catch and pull across. So when you do a 3-beat, let the 4th beat of the other hoop go 1 more time, and realize that you're crossed. And to get 1 more beat, the 1st hoop needs to come around again for that 3rd time, and that is with the toss. That's where the toss comes in, and then you kind of clear your body to do it again, and you're going to do a toss on each side to do the 5-beat. That's my best explanation of it.
Got it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have no idea how to even, like, if you want to see my rendition of a 5-beat weave, I mean, it's literally like
Can you do a 3-beat?
I can do a 3-beat, yeah. I mean, I can do this, I can do this, I can maybe turn a little bit this way, but anything more than that.
You're in a flow with it. It's gonna be hard to get you out of that muscle memory of the 3-beat to like extra beat.
But honestly, I don't want to do the 5-beat. I mean, okay, this is gonna actually be a good segment real quick because I love. Oh no, you're not. Oh, Becca, I love you. No, I am pushing my computer really far back. Every time I try to move my computer, I think I'm pushing it further back. But no, I love these tricks that y'all are doing, and and that's why I love to have people like Nick on the show that can do these like insane tricks that I can't even fathom. Because I don't want you guys to think that I am like this hoop like goddess that like once like a hoop trick comes out, I just like know it, because I don't at all. It takes me, I understand core hooping and how to really genuinely move with the hoop very well. Now these crazy tricks I don't get as well, but that's why we have people that focus on that kind of stuff and are like these crazy, like I think like Nick is like a gymnast almost in a way, like and like Brian is agreeing with me, like they do these crazy tricks, but like you want to know how to like get funky with the hoop, like he can also obviously Nick gets funky in his own way, but if you want, like, I always tell people, like, I teach people how to kind of get, like, sexy with the hoop and, like, kind of, like, do these, like, hoop pathy kind of things, but, like, I can't do a lot of these really intense tricks. And if you guys want me to learn them, or want Bryant to learn them, or Becca, or whoever to learn them, or have me, like, tell me the hooper that you love that knows how to do this trick. Tell me that hooper's name, and I'll try to bring them on the show. I mean, that's why Nick's on the show, is so many of you are like, bring Nick Mitten, and all of a sudden Nick Mitten was like, bring Nick Mitten, and because I was told by so many people to bring him on the show, and then now he's on the show, and this is the second time on, even though it's kind of a surprise guest, which is great, but I can't always do these crazy tricks, so I don't want to like disappoint you all telling you this, but this is why we can bring more people that are really talented and great at these crazy tricks like Nick onto the show. I'm out of breath. We have a... by the way, Nick, do you want to introduce yourself really quick and say who you are and about some of your upcoming stuff?
Yeah. So I'm Nick Mitten. My company is Minty Fresh Hoops. I am traveling around the country teaching hoop workshops. I'm trying to hit all 50 states. I've done 33 so far, from Florida to Maine to Alaska, back in Florida now, and I actually just taught a workshop today. Taught one yesterday as well. I'm in Tampa area. I've had a lot of fun, had about 11, 12 people come out, and that's really a good size turnout. Anything from 6 to like 14 seems to be a really good number. Up to 25 starts to get a little overwhelming, but it's a lot of fun. It's hard to communicate with that many people at once. So I'll be in Sarasota coming up here on Saturday, and we're going to be at Island Park. It's going to be awesome, and I encourage all levels. I try to layer all my classes to the point that everybody feels like they have been challenged. That's kind of the point of all my workshops, is to challenge people and get themselves in the idea that they can take anything they see, break it down, segment the tricks out to the point that you've got like 25% of the move, and then 50, 75, 100, and that way you can take any tricks and you can break them down on your own, visually, mentally, and then start to realize where your body positioning should be, your hand placements, your grips, the rotation of the hoop, etc. And then you can take these and learn yourself as opposed to having someone else teach you. You become your own teacher. That's what I teach in every one of my workshops. It's a lot of fun. Teach people how to blend concepts, basically be creative, and come up with their own unique flow that we all want so bad. But I think a lot of that comes from confidence, and that, to go back on something you were talking about, Audrey, with kind of just moving sexy with the hoop, when I got certified with Abby Allbaum with Hula Fit, I realized in that class, while we were doing chest hooping, that I couldn't actually chest hoop properly. I always passed from one shoulder to the other, and I realized watching her that she looked way different doing it. And what was happening, she was opening up her chest, and I was associating this movement, and I think a lot of guys do this. They associate waist hooping and chest hooping and body hooping with a feminine movement, because you're moving your hips and your chest, and that's not a typical manly thing that you do. So being able to kind of get outside of that mindset and realize what needs to be happening, the physics, and my chest wasn't hitting, so recognizing that, I don't know, you kind of get the idea. But getting into it, having muscle memory and having confidence in your movements will give you the flow that you're looking for a lot of times. I
love that you just said that, because I really love that you just said that, because in the hoop path, where I've gone to Baxter's workshops and to his retreats, Baxter, if you guys don't know who he is, his name is Baxter Livingston. He has a podcast that actually just is, he's began to release these great podcasts. I'll be sure to share the link so you guys can check it out. But he is a male hooper who not only is a really talented trickster in his own ways, much like Nick Minton, but also is a dancer. And that can be something like Nick was just talking about that can make people, well, I don't want to single it out here, but like can make people or hoopers feel like they can't be a dancer and a hooper. They have to be one or the other or something. And because, I taught, like Nick was just saying, Abby and Baxter are very close. And I know, I'm not sure who learned from who, but what I know about what I'm doing here when I was talking about the sexy hooping or whatever, like Nick was talking about where I kind of was able to, move my body or whatever, is not only because I can, it's not only just about the sexy movement, but like Nick was talking about, he was doing a, what is that called? It's pretty much paddling. So this is paddling the hoop. This is different than this. Because right here, I am pretty much doing this, which is a paddle. And now I'm just paddling with my shoulders, paddling with my lower arms, and so on and so forth. You can paddle with your lower arms. So this is a paddle. Now, when I bring it all the way down to the root, like to my feet, where I'm kind of doing this almost like back and forth movement, which I've talked about before, which is literally moving my body all the way back and forth like this, it's not giving my shoulders this kind of restricted movement, which is in this paddling, like the pad, like I don't even like to do it anymore, which is this paddling. So, when I'm doing this, I'm able to really move my body and do things that in my hooping, my hoop journey feel like sexy, because I kind of like to do kind of a sexier hooping. And for men, if they don't want to do something sexy, I mean, I'm not about to do some sort of like manly dance, because I'm not good at man dancing. But, I've seen Baxter, because he taught me how to hoop like this, how to really, like, he does this kind of like, let's see if I can imitate Baxter here. All right, Baxter, if you ever watch this, I apologize, but Baxter kind of hoops like this. Let's see, It's this like little point thing. But anyway, it's like, what he pretty much taught was that it doesn't matter who you are or how you want to dance, you create this root of hooping that does not rely on any singular body part, but more of the movement of your entire being. You're able to do whatever movement you want. And with that, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you were talking about, right, Nick? Like, did I just go on a total rant?
No, that was really good, and honestly, that was a pretty good impression of Baxter. I think he'd be pretty proud. But I also would go ahead and reiterate that Baxter is a fantastic teacher. He really gives you a chance to explore your own space with the hoop. In fact, he is also well known for doing blindfolded hooping, which is really cool. It gives you a chance to just really take away the visual world and distraction and the idea that someone's watching you and all these different things that might bog you down and get inside your head and focus on yourself. I actually had him for the first time at Gratify as an instructor. Somebody canceled and he kind of filled in, and I had no idea who he was at the time, and it was cool. For the first 7 or 8 minutes, he just kind of was putting you in the zone on the mic, and everything he had to say was like, man, I resonate with what he's saying. So yeah, definitely check him out if you see him nearby. He's worth it.
Oh, absolutely. He is. I mean, he is awesome. And sorry, someone just like honked and scared the living hoops out of me. No, he is. He really knows how to use his words, and not only his hoop, but his words, which is something that I'm personally trying to work on, because I can't be there personally. Nick can't be there personally right now, and Brian, Becca, we can't all be there to hold on to the hoop while we teach you. So learning how to be visual communicators, I guess you could call us, is something that's very hard to do, and I hope that we can do as teachers on hoopingLIVE and during tours that like Nick is doing. Like if you're able to go to one of his many tours that he's on. If you can be a part of Nick Mitten's tour, please do it. Nick, Baxter, whoever, if someone's coming on tour, especially someone as talented as Nick or Baxter or any of the other male or female hoopers, please go there and trust me. I know hoopingLIVE, you can learn things and it's free or whatever, but oh God, I feel like I'm going to get very serious here for a second. I did not get where I am right now as a hooper because of online stuff. I know a lot of you have, and I know a lot of you have become great hoopers from it, but there is a difference between being constantly online versus being around other hoopers. And if some of you can't, then I'm so happy, because that's why I created this hoopingLIVE-ness, and so you could feel connected. Brian's a perfect example. Incredible hooper and does live performances, but he hasn't been to something like Hoop Path. And Brian, have you ever been to a hooping thing? What's your experience?
I've never been to any kind of hoop thing, let alone I've never seen any real hoopers or any hoopers in general perform live before. So yeah.
That's amazing, because he's such a great hooper, and I want Brian to experience, and I'm gonna make it happen someday. And Brian knows I love him, and if someone never gets to do this, it's okay. But if someone's in your area, and Brian's he's young, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of a credit here. He's not able. Can you? I don't even know if you're allowed to drive yet. Are you?
No, I don't know how to drive yet. No.
Okay, see? He's this really young and talented hooper, but if you are able to go out, and I'm sure okay, so Brian, if you were able to go out and do what you want, spend your money how you want, and Nick was doing a thing in your town, or Baxter, you would go, right? Or are you just strictly online?
I would definitely go to a live show, or a live hoop shop. I really want to see other hoopers in real life before,
Yeah.
in real life.
Absolutely. See, that's the thing, is that Brian is restricted in that way. But if a hooper out there, I don't want to say you, because I don't want you to feel like I'm pinpointing, but in my own personal experience, I did not become the hooper that I am today until I did Hoop Path, and until I was around other hoopers and experienced other hoopers, and like Nick just said, was blindfolded. That was one of the things that taught me how to hoop the best, because I have lived during my entire lifetime up until, even now I still struggle with it, feeling insecure. And until, Baxter, I went to this hoop workshop with Baxter, and I'm like, okay, I'm a decent hooper, I can get this. And all of a sudden he's like, okay, everyone's going to go blindfolded, and promised that he wasn't going to, judge anyone, or, no one could see each other. All of a sudden there was no camera, and there was no, I mean, it's not like being at your, I mean, you can blindfold yourself at your house, but being in this, for me personally, I was in this huge group of people, like from level 1 to 100 of hoopers, and I'm blindfolded with all of them, and I'm like at this in-between level, and all of a sudden I'm blindfolded, and he's playing all these different types of music, and and I have my hoop, my little comfort hoop. I'm ready to go, and he goes, now take your hoop and put it on the ground. And I'm like, no, can't do that, gotta go. Just kidding, I stayed. I got very nervous though, because my hoop is my little, security thing. Like, it's my little security bubble. Trying to mess with me, I'll, backs break and paddle the crap out of you or something. And, I had to drop my hoop, and he's like, and now just dance. No one is judging you. Just feel what your body feels. And that is where my hooping took off, is once I became comfortable with myself, instead of the hoop being the reason why I was good, it was my hoop and I. Myself was good, and my hoop became this beautiful asset to this amazing form of dance that, we as a community have created. So, no, that's how I feel. Nick, do you have any, the night's kind of wrapping up, so I want to know if you had any last thoughts on this, and thank you for coming on the show so last minute.
I did. I have one more thing I want to say about kind of how you're saying how important it is to have hoopers around you. Something I think that gets overlooked a lot when people are considering workshops is the connections that they will make when they're there that's within their local community. So the first thing that's always an issue is money, I think, for people. I've kind of been doing donation workshops to get that excuse out of the equation, so people are almost forced to come. They're like, well, I don't have a reason not to. I'm free today, so I'm just going to come, I guess. But I set it up that way so I don't like money separating us, so I'm trying to get money to not be the motivating factor for people. So with that being said, if you can decide to come to a donation base and chip in some, that's great. Or if you pay for a workshop, that's even more awesome. But what you'll find there is people that you have something in common with. In all my travels, before even hooping, I would go to climbing gyms when I get to a new city because that's what I did. Those are my people. So I resonate with those people, and then I find out about the community. I find the actual city that I'm in. Like I was in Flagstaff, Arizona, found a lot of awesome people there, found out about the city itself and where to go and bars and this and that. So being able to surround yourself by people that have something in common with you, and if you have a passion, find that passion outside of your house and meet those people, and you'll start to kind of lose those insecurities, and you'll feel like you have a family outside of your blood family. It's kind of powerful. So I'm trying to also create those communities as I do these workshops. I offer something that's, free or cheap, hopefully, and get them to come out and meet each other and hopefully have more workshops of their own. So that's kind of the major point I want to leave you with, is what you're missing when you don't go.
Yes. And by the way, when I'm doing that, guys, that's me trying to go off mute. But yes, I'm gonna agree with Nick. And if you're gonna go to the Sarasota show, Nick's Sarasota, or any of us Florida workshops, which the Sarasota one's gonna be great. hoopingLIVE's gonna be there, which means Craig Ship's gonna be there. We're gonna be doing portraits with you and your hoop, and we're going to do a little, I'm pretty sure Nick has agreed to do a little live segment for those of you who are, you did say we can do a little live thing, right? I mean, you're not going to learn everything. I mean, it's going to be like, everyone's saying like, hey, so don't, if you're in Florida, still come. Like, do you want to do a live thing, Nick?
Yeah, I'll definitely do a live thing. I'll try to figure out a specific move I want to bring up that's not too complicated. Which are we? So we're gonna do a live feed on Saturday for people to come in.
Yeah, I was thinking we just do kind of like a live thing and be like, hey, like we're here from, Nick's workshop, and then when you go other places in Florida or anywhere else in the U.S., people can kind of get a little live idea of what your workshops are like.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I just want to make sure people know because they're used to coming in on Mondays, so it'll be an extra one on Saturday, this Saturday. I guess, what time should we shoot for? Because it's going to be 1 to 4. You want to try to go with the live thing around 3 or something? Do you want to pick a time?
We can do that. Maybe during like a break time.
Yeah, I think 3 o'clock would be perfect.
I do too. My mouse is really messing up, sorry. Yeah, no, I think that would be great. So I'm going to be doing a little bit more promotion with Nick, so if you why is my words just like not working today? Sorry, my cat distracts me. I will be doing a more promotion with that. I mean, I'm still literally, it is getting really hot in here. I have like lights everywhere right now, and I'm becoming a toasted odd tree right now. But we're gonna have some really cool stuff coming your way from Nick's thing. Nick's
I'm going to tell you real quick.
Nick's workshop, and I'll share a bunch of the stuff so you guys can learn more about it. And I want to give a thanks to Becca, of course, for helping out with the comments. She is always so good at that and knows how to make Audrey feel less confused. Bryant, do you want to give your info and say any last words? God, it sounds so.
All right. Yeah, sure. So you can find me on Instagram at Dang Bryant, like Dang Bryant, and I'm also on Facebook, and I'm also on YouTube as well. You can add me on YouTube or subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just Bryant Dang, and yeah, I'm pretty much Bryant Dang everywhere else. So.
Okay. And then, Nick, did you want to give a little bit more information and like Instagrams, Facebooks, or whatever, where people can find you and learn more about you?
Yeah, so I am Nick Minton, Minton. You can find me with Minty Fresh Hoops as well on Instagram or on Facebook. And the workshops that I have coming up are going to be Friday in St. Pete. That is a Qigong and Hoop Infusion workshop with Chelsea Avery. That's going to be at Treasure Island 3 to 6. We have Sarasota with you, and that's going to be at Island Park. That is 1 to 4. And finally, Fort Myers 2 to 6 at Centennial Park next day, Sunday, right before their drum circle. And that one tends to draw more of a flow, like all-inclusive crowd, which is really fun. So feel free to come out to any of these. They're all donation-based.
I still think it's great that you do the donation-based thing. And please, guys, realize when someone does a donation-based thing that it's special, especially as a hoop teacher. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a hoop teacher myself, but anyone that does something that's donation-based like that is really giving a great and beautiful gift. So hopefully we will be able to meet some of y'all, and if you are a viewer and you come out to one of the Florida, one of Nick's Florida, or any of them, but especially the ones that I will be at, which is the Sarasota one, if you come out, be sure to say that you watch the show. We'd love to know who's been checking out hoopingLIVE and Nick. So until then, guys, again, my name is Audrey Shear, and you guys can learn more about hoopingLIVE at hoopingLIVE.com. If you want to become a part of the hoopingLIVE team, email me at info@hoopingLIVE.com and tell me what you would like to do, because we are always looking for extra help on the team. So again, 9 p.m. every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, hoopingLIVE, hoopingLIVE.com. Thank you again, Nick, for coming on so randomly and teaching us all of your, I don't know what that was, but teaching us all of your glory that is your hooping. And we will see you all next Monday. Like I said many times before, 9 p.m. Eastern, USA time, hoopinglive.com. Until then, happy hooping and don't drink and drive.